I know I'm getting a little tired because it just seems like Bianca just ain't getting it. I don't know what the problem is, Bianca, but you just are not getting it, baby. What is the problem? And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 8, episode 15. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to take for Bianca. She just is stuck in a dark room by herself. She's just not getting it. You're just not getting it. Anyway, we'll talk about it. We'll start off. We got Safari, DJ Self, and Jacquay are actually meeting up, and they're talking about the remix to Paradise. And Safari has some concerns about Yandy and her trying to take over the production of the track. And I'm not getting it, because why is this even becoming an issue, Safari? Because I don't even know how Yandy would even begin to think that she could infiltrate and take over anything. Really, it's like, girl, go sit down. Go sit down. And that's it. You just need to go tell her. But anyway, moving on. Anais and Jonathan get together. Anais is still babbling on about being jealous of Yandy and Jonathan's friendship. I'm really tired of hearing that. That's just stupidness in general. But most of the conversations between Jonathan and Anais are stupid. I'm really tired of seeing them. Love Jonathan dearly. I like Jonathan better on K. Michelle's reality show. I don't really care for Jonathan over here on Love and Hip Hop. It's doing nothing for me. Anyway, she also divulges that she really did not do anything with Jacquay when they were out of the country. Do I believe that? I don't know. Jacquay is kind of a lame to me, but Anais is a slut, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. Dream Doll actually sits down and meets with Bree. Bree basically tells her what's going on. She actually is mad about her squashing the beef that she has with Mariah Lynch. She got upset. But Bree was like, look, it is what it is. I got to move on. For me to make something of myself, I'm going to have to move on. There is no if, no ands, no buts. I've come to a conclusion. If I want to make something of myself, this is not the way to do it. That damn Dream Doll had a whole breakdown about it. Ended up going to see her mother. Her mother told her, cut the bullshit. Grow up. Leave it alone. And then she's steady going on, and as she's talking, I'm like, girl, you sound crazy. You're all upset and crying. I feel stupid because they're getting along now, and this, that, there's your answers right there. You feel stupid because you are stupid. And you look stupid. You mad at a bitch that because of another bitch, and that bitch ain't mad no more. You stupid. Ding dong ass. Her mother told her, cut the shit. Go and do something with yourself. Don't come back in here with this bullshit in my kitchen. Stupid. Anyway, Safari meets up with Juju. And Juju ends up telling him, because he asked her advice about how to deal with Yandy, because you know Yandy's her good friend. Juju told him, you need to just go ahead and just come out and say it. That's how you deal with Yandy. You just come out and say it. Don't play around with Yandy. Don't go around the mulberry bush. Yes, she has a tendency to take over things. Just come out and tell her. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Just come out and tell her, sit her ass down. Then he starts talking to Juju and telling her, you know, my mom says that You're the kind of woman that I should bring home there. She was like, no, let's move on. I said, damn, Juju, she giving him a hard time. So that's that. Later on, we see Bree, Safari, Jaquay, and Mariah all got down and did a session in the studio to lay their tracks down for their parts of Paradise. It was good. It was good. Bree was good. Mariah Lynn was good. Jaquay was good. And it was good. I was like, this, I think, is the first time I've seen somebody produce something on Love and Hip Hop where you actually got to see them working, and the work was good. Like, it would sound like something that I would listen to. I said, no, I like that. I said, no, that was good. Shit. That was good. Anyway, so later on, Jaquay meets with Cayenne. And he assures her that nothing happened with him and Anais. Nothing happened. And she basically sat at that table and laid down the rules for him to be with her and made him swear with his right hand up that he was going to follow by the rules or she's going to take his goddamn head off. I said, I know that's right, Cayenne. So that was that. She got that thing all under wraps. Later on, he was doing a video shoot. She showed up at the video shoot, and then Anais showed up at the video shoot. And she ends up apologizing to Cayenne and told her, I didn't know that he was your man, and nothing really happened. This, that, thing, and the other. And then Jaquay's like, well, when you showed your box and all that, and she's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about? She's like, you showed me your coochie. And she was like, well, that's what I did. This, that, and the other. Start acting like Jonathan. And honey, that guy doggone Cayenne was like, and you're married? She said, so you was willing to give up all that you had going on for this garbage? I said, oh shit. And Anais was like, oh, now, wait a minute. Now, I'm not going to be garbage. She said, girl, don't get all bent out of shape, baby, because, like I said, I called you a trash can, not a trash cannot. So you can always learn to do better. I said, okay. I said, that was some good shit, bitch. I said, oh, my God. And I tried to argue a little bit, but Cayenne was like, girl, you're dismissed. Take your funky pussy and get on out of here. I was like, oh, see, girl, don't nobody pay you no attention. And I get your ass out of here. And then when they said that she was actually showing her coochie, and them two weren't the only one in the room, I said, okay. Okay. And the more I keep hearing it, I said, all right. And they still saying, I didn't do that with her. I didn't do that with her. I don't know, but I've been around for a long time. And that sounded to me like the two of them went in the room and some other people went and they ran a train on Anais. That's what it sounded like to me. But, I could be wrong. But she looked like that type of girl, don't she? She looked like old conductor, old tramp. Anyway, whatever. But she bought it. Cayenne was okay with it. Anais was dismissed. And they moved on. Anais is just tacky to me. Because I can't imagine nobody just letting high ass get up on him because his butt is so high. It rests up so high on his back. It's so unattractive. But Cayenne likes him, so I guess we'll deal with him. Whatever. Anyway, Bree sat down with Dream and Mariah, and they actually squashed the beef, and they're cool. We ain't going to go through the whole thing about it. They squashed the beef. Big deal. Mariah Lynn had actually gotten in touch with Bianca and talked to Bianca and told her, we need to do better. We need to do better. She actually took it better than I thought she would about the beef being cleared up with Bree. Took it better than I thought. But then later on is when she showed her ass. She's like, whatever, no problem. So she said, well, I could talk to Safari, and I think you need to be on the song with us. I think you'll be good on the song with us. So, all right. So later on, Bianca comes down to the studio and meets Safari and Mariah, and came down there and showed her entire black ass. Do you hear me? I just wanted to smack Bianca in her forehead so hard. She comes down there. Mariah Lynn's like, okay, well, this, she's talking to Safari. She's like, yeah, I told her that we need to have you on the song. She will say, I have no intentions of being on the song with that Brie. This, that, and the other. She started talking all this stupid shit. And Safari's like, well, why did you even come? Like, why did you even show up? Or whatever. And she got all smart with Safari going to tell him he got a big head and this, that, and the other. And then said he need to go ahead and fuck Mariah Lynn because it seems as though he's used to fucking whack bitches. I said, now, Miss Bianca, girl, I can't get behind you with this one. I can't get behind you. You're acting like a wild dog, and I don't like it. It's all reminiscent of Jocelyn. You're not Jocelyn Hernandez, and you need not try to take on her candor because it don't work that well for her, and it definitely ain't going to work for you. This is a bad look, and you need to sit your goddamn ass down. You really do. You need to get you some chicken noodle soup and a soda and get the fuck on the side and sit down. Because you're doing too much. You're doing too much. And why is you talking to Safari like that? First, you ain't got a business sitting there talking to the man like that. That man ain't said nothing to you. And you come in there with that old disrespectful shit. He should have gave you, sit your goddamn ass down. I said, you're just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So then later on, she goes and meets up with DJ Webster. And him and her end up getting into it because we get to find out that he basically started all the beef between her and Brie. They were both his artists and he played the two of them against each other. And I said, well, that's really tacky. That's a shame. But now that you know it, y'all should be able to clear it up and close it up. Honey, she got to crying and talking to him. He was like, oh, shut up, all that crying. I said, oh, he wasn't having it. Shut up. And she got all mad and stormed out on him. I said, you know what, Bianca, you gonna be a broke bitch. Because ain't nobody done with that mess you talk about. Nobody. It's foolishness. And nobody has time for it. You need to get somewhere and sit your ass down. Seriously. Crash and burn. That's all you doing is crashing and burning. Seriously. Stupid. Anyway, last thing. Anais and Jonathan are talking. And she gets to crying with her platypus looking ass, crying about Ruben and how she wants to try to save her marriage now. And it's like, girl, you the one that messed it up. Ruben ain't did nothing. You messed it up because you want to be out in these streets acting like a tramp. Well, truly, I don't believe it was an act, but, whatever. So that was the last we seen of it. She sit up there crying about Ruben. I said, Ruben ain't thinking about your goddamn ass. But anyway, we'll see next week. All right, you guys. Peace.